I know, it's John and Liana. Remember us from IntoU? So we thought we'd just say a few words about what the subject of the second workshop is going to be on the 17th of July. We've been mulling this over for months, and we've concluded we can do something on feeling and thinking. Okay, so this actually comes from Myers-Briggs theory, if you're familiar with that. So it's a fundamental sort of preference that people have, and it has a really big impact on relationships. So essentially the core of it is how you come to make decisions. So when you've got to make a decision about something in life, do you first look at it through logic, or do you look at it through emotions and values? All right. So, and there's a big difference here, and there's a big gender difference as well, which we'll talk about on the workshop. But I've always found it's people have found it really useful and really illuminating when they think about this particular concept. So we'll do a lot more on Myers-Briggs on further workshops, but this is probably the key one for how people relate to each other. And Liana has a different take on it, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. There are so many concepts out there which can help us to understand a little bit better about ourselves and others. And I always describe, the thinkers, they are more the hunters. They're going for the goal. They can ignore the feelings and just do it anyway. And the feelers, they are more the settlers. If you look back in old times, that are the ones where harmony is so important, and they would rather drop a goal if they can create harmony, because that is how they tick. So there will be different concepts we consider, but it is all about, exploring. Are you more a feeler? Are you more a thinker? We have both within us anyway. But one will be dominant definitely at certain times in your life and in situations.
Yeah. So we have a fundamental preference that most people don't even think about, which shows up in relationships, and it's a really straightforward concept to explain. Gets a bit more complicated when you think about your own behaviour and how you flex that behaviour based on what your partner needs and what you need. And again, with all the IntoU workshops, it's all about first understanding yourself, okay, and what your preferences are, then so you can then appreciate and enjoy the difference that you see in other relationships, and enjoy working out how on earth you're going to respond to this other strange human being that thinks differently from you. Okay.
Yeah, and it is often, it's not as personal as we think. And with that understanding, with a bit more knowledge about it, with a bit more exploration, you will think that certain things are not meant personally, and when you take them personally, you have a very different view of them.
Yep.
So it's just finding new ways of exploring your life and improving it.
Yep. I mean, the bottom line is everybody's trying to make the right decision, but where they're coming from makes a big difference, particularly in relationships. Okay, and again, not just romantic, but family, particularly, and definitely working relationships too. Okay, so that'll be the 17th of July. That's the subject of our second workshop, and we're really looking forward to having a lot of fun with you on that.
We will.
All right. Okay, we'll see you there.
Bye.